it's going again. Ah. All right.
Hello, everybody.
Wow, clusterfuck of a beginning. How's it going? It's all of us and special guest Will Smith. Thank you very much, Will Smith, for joining us.
Thank you for joining us. It's an honor. I love you.
It's an absolute treat.
Charlie is sick, so she's not here. The Tila is not here, so everybody send some well wishes to the Tila. I think she's Tila Sega.
And
just send her memes. It's fine.
And we decided we were gonna do it anyway.
And we decided we're gonna do it anyway because, quite frankly, we don't need her. Okay.
Whoa!
I got all sorts of weird OBS problems, which is what's going on with the weird, like, hey, we're here now, and I was pressing buttons and fucking with stuff. There was no music in the intro and stuff like that. So hopefully that will resolve itself. If it doesn't, then just who cares? No big deal.
If it doesn't resolve itself, then I guess whatever.
Well, you can hear us now, and there's like music in the background, quietly rumbling during the breaks and things. If there's no music, then just
pretend.
Yeah. I mean, I always just mute the stream on other people's things and go and check something else and come back anyway in the break. So do that.
Are we still advocating the use of Class A drugs?
Yeah, now more than ever, because we've got no music. So,
you have to make your own music.
Make your own music, and all the best songs were made on drugs. So, get on with it.
Music is much better if you're almost dead from heroin.
Yeah,
I find.
That's true. That's true.
Okay,
So,
I'm not gonna say anything.
Stop.
Isn't that right, Pony?
Stop.
Yeah.
Yes! Majority vote.
We have a majority.
Isn't that right, Will?
I'm gonna backpedal on this one. Yeah.
I'm gonna refrain from comment. Refraining. Just gonna.
The Canadians. Anyway, welcome to Pandemonium. This is TableStory Pandemonium, where we are going to be playing some Apocalypse World. We have Elf as the Master of Ceremonies, aka GM, Game Master. I put Game Master on everything because I just think it's more appropriate because we're going to be playing all sorts of different games on Tuesdays here. But for now, we're doing some Apocalypse World. There's no Charlie, but we do have everyone else. And frankly, that's better. I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm still relatively tired, and by relatively, I mean extremely.
And frankly, that's equal to what we would usually have, but minus Charlie.
It's going to be the same thing, except there's not going to be this little drug addict, battered.
There's going to be a lot less of this sounding kind of voice.
I mean, it's gonna be in a bit more of a masculine tone, but there's still gonna be.
The only thing that really sucks is that she was immune to the pull of the magical machines.
Yeah.
Whereas me and
so is Phil, though, I think.
No, Phil wanted to play, didn't he?
Did Phil? No, Phil passed.
Oh, you made it? All right, cool. It's just me then. I know I threw a machine across the room. I don't know.
Phil passed a weird check, and yeah, you tossed a machine across the room, and then there was a voice behind you that was like, "That was rude."
Yeah.
And then that was.
Yeah, that was pretty much the end of the.
That was the end of that, and I believe that Feather and Ricky were busy escaping the clutches of the ogre and going to meet with the spider to try and figure out what they can do to survive this situation.
Nothing bad could possibly happen.
Yeah, they were with the mantis.
I'm just gonna sigh for Ricky.
This could be the last episode based on those two horrific things.
This could be the last episode. I know it's only episode 4, but 100% could be the end. Every episode of Apocalypse World could be
the last one.
It's like a Wax Stevens show. Every single episode could be the last one.
But that's by nature of the system. Everything is supposed to spiral down into worse and worse situations until there's nothing left and you die.
Great. That sounds great.
Just like real life.
Really,
yeah, I mean it is an analog for my existence.
Really great escapism. Of all the TTRPGs.
Look, some people look, Brad. Some people like escaping into horribleness.
Yeah, this is what you're saying is this is a game for old rich white men. That's what this one is for. It's not for us.
for abuse.
I don't know. I enjoy it.
Yeah, no, it is great. I actually really enjoy it as well. I wasn't sure how much I would enjoy it because I always figured I suck at RP, and it's
we didn't get much of a taste of the other Apocalypse Roll campaign we were.
No, we did. We got in one that got absolutely fucking destroyed by scheduling conflicts.
Yeah.
And yeah, we did like one. It's a shame as well because I really enjoyed playing a child thing in that.
Yeah,
it was a little weird looking boy. He thought he was a spider, and I had all sorts of weird powers kind of thing.
I was getting ready to just completely abuse the fact that while I'm half naked, you can't hurt me.
Yeah. You were the battle babe in that one. But this week we have Will Smith as the battle babe. Let's do a quick round of hellos, starting with Will. How are you, Will?
I'm good.
That's great. Iron Chef Bobby Flail, how's your week been? What have you been up to?
It's been not too much, been pretty good. I started a playthrough of Fallout 4 today, a blind one. First time really going into it. It was awesome. I had a lot of fun with it.
You liked it?
I'm using like the weirdest build though. I have like 2 strength, 4 perception, 2 agility, or 2 endurance, like 2 agility, but I run like 10 charisma and a whole bunch of luck. It's the strangest build, but it's so cool.
What does that give you, though?
Are you running idiots?
A whole lot of money, and every single like dialogue option that ever comes up, you always get access to because your charisma is just that good.
That's kind of nice because I had no money when I was playing that through, and it was a real fucking struggle, like finding any money. And I suck at those games, and I was like getting just frustrated.
Yeah, but no, those builds are just this is way too much fun. But apart from that, no, I play Ricky, picture Danny DeVito.
Yep.
Picture Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
I was picturing
just in a truck.
A more elderly Danny DeVito.
Yeah, just old Danny DeVito.
And someone who's been through the apocalypse.
In a truck.
But then that's it. That's who I play.
In a truck.
In a truck, yeah. And I got a shotgun.
With a shotgun.
And we're in a very tricky situation right now, so
Tricky Ricky.
I'm not gonna spoil it either, but it's gonna be fun.
Peachy Pexington Pexel 8.
It's my full title, yes.
How has your week been? What you've been doing?
For like 3 hours I was trying to build this light. I didn't realize that it can just come apart, and I can just like I was going mental.
You could just buy one pre-made instead of having to make a whole light from scratch.
Well, it comes in a box, Brad. You have to put it together. I can't get fucking Jerry down the road. Jerry, can you put
God? Can't get God. God to show up. Hey God, can you just help me with this light? Apparently, it was one of the first things you made. Jesus. God did it in a day, and it took you 3 hours, which makes you more powerful than God. How does that make you feel? I don't know what you're complaining about.
No, I think it was the 3rd day.
No, he did it on like the first day, didn't he?
No.
I don't know or care. You're better than God. How does that make you feel?
I am better than God.
Congrats, dude.
Proud of you.
Better than God.
It's pretty easy.
We get some hashtag better than God in chat.
I play Feather.
Feather is weird. Actually, everyone's kind of weird in this, aren't they? It's kind of a moot point.
It's almost like a byproduct of the setting.
It'd be weird actually if someone did just play someone very normal. Maybe that would be weird. It'd be
almost
weird.
like maybe the most fucked up.
There's a whole class. There's a whole class in the like expanded playbooks that's the Quarantine, which is like the Fallout guy that comes out of the vault and is like, "Hey team, like,
hello everyone. What's the time?" Everyone's like, "What is time?" Pony, how's your week been? What have you been up to?
Been good. It's been a lot. It's been good. I've been doing GTA. A lot of GTA. It's been fun.
You were on really late last night, I noticed. You streamed a lot later than you normally do.
Yeah, I became a supervillain.
Yeah, that was funny.
You became a supervillain?
Yeah.
What?
That's amazing. What kind of crime?
What? I'm gonna start tomorrow. We ended just as I became a supervillain.
That's
I was
actually
a superhero, and then the law system fucked me over. So
yeah, when I showed up,
I'm gonna be honest here. That was fucking hilarious.
When I showed up, you were in jail, becoming evil, I guess, like slowly being twisted by the goddamn system.
That's actually amazing.
You just mentioned that guy screaming, "I feel good."
I keep hearing about all this GTA RP stuff, and I'm like, do I do it?
You do.
I don't know.
You should just watch some and see what you think of it.
Yeah.
That's like.
I just don't. I watched you do some, but it
don't watch
like,
me. It's insane. But don't watch me set an example for anything ever. Watch someone good like Pony, or like there's a couple of like one of the things that made me want to play it more than even just people playing characters were like the cops. Because the cops are kind of like server mods, and there are a couple of like amazing ones where I was just like, because they take it so seriously, and it was just weird watching like people not fuck around. Like there's like Coil and people like that who just fuck about with it, and you're like, oh.
We got a 5289 over here, Buxford.
But then you have these like cops, and they drive around and take it really seriously, and it's really cool. And you're like, wow, because they're taking it seriously, it seems more fun for you to be in that world and fuck around, kind of.
I mean, that's the thing about RP in general. If people take it seriously, it becomes more fun because it's more immersive.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I've fucked around in it a few times, and it's just really fun. Me and Pony have been fucking around with Steve Pterodactyl and Bruce Bright. And then when I'm left by myself, I just pull out this fucking Russian character, and he's called Gargant. It was just like, awesome. I needed a character like right there and then. I was like, I'll just play Gargant, because I think I'd clicked a random button.
Steve Pterodactyl sounds amazing.
And I got this enormous dude, and I was like, that's Gargant, that's who he. So I'll just give him a Russian accent and just have him be this crazy Russian dude. But Steve
Gargant ever find Jessica?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I went back and found her. I stole her car. And then I went and found her because I felt bad because she was taking it seriously, and I stole her car like a horrible little 14-year-old troll that just logged in, and I was just acting like a twat. And then I felt awful because I just went away, and then I saw they were all typing and stuff, and I saw them saying some nice things to each other, and I was like, what have I done? I had this horrible moment of real life conscience where I was like, I have to go back. I have to give Jessica her car back. And I found her, and I gave her her car back and logged out. It was really fun. It's so weird, but I think you'd be good at it, Elf. You should do it. Yeah. What have you been doing anyway in the week?
Me? Yeah, I played a little bit of Heroes of the Storm. I've been really into that recently. I'm a gold 4 ranked player now, so that's good. I got my rank. I think I could climb a little higher than that. Maybe I will at some point.
Who do you like to play?
Lunara is really good, the Dryad, or Tyrande. I really like Tyrande as well, because sniping owls across the map, perfect.
The amount of times where you think you're safe and you've got 4 HP and you're like, I made it, and then a fucking owl and you're like, I hate you, Tyrande.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I'm doing that, and I also just played a little bit of XCOM recently and a little bit of RimWorld, getting back into the stuff I've been doing. I added some mods to RimWorld, and I'm currently playing a primitive tribal colony that worships the elder gods of evil, like Cthulhu and Hastur and what have you. We have a cult, because there's a mod for cult weird stuff, and it's great. Everybody wears robes and the hoods and stuff, and we worship twice a day at the temple.
I haven't even looked at RimWorld. I've seen people playing it,
fantastic.
And I'm like, I know it will just.
It's fantastic.
It'll destroy me.
Super recommended to you.
It will destroy me.
It is my favorite viewer mangling simulator. It is my favorite name viewers, the people that I have in my colony, and then watch them die in horrible circumstances. I can't tell you the number of times my own people have shot my own people in combat in the back of the head or something, and they've just died in some stupid circumstance. Yeah, it's great.
I kind of want to play a game where I can name things after viewers, like XCOM,
you should do that,
or something like that.
XCOM's really good for that too.
Yeah, just a little slow, I think, for what I normally stream.
I mean, not really.
Well, I played that before I was gearing up for Dust Veil. I played Hard West, which is pretty similar.
Yeah, Hard West is not great.
Weird. It's a weird thing.
Hard West is not.
It was
great.
weird how the first part of that game you're normal, and then immediately you're an undead zombie.
Yeah.
It was really random.
I couldn't get into Hard West.
Yeah, it's weird.
You just get bit, and it's
I guess the first chapter you're normal, and then you split which route you want to go on the storyline, And the one that seems to be the main story, there's one that splits down and one that runs just straight along. I went with the top row, and immediately you die and come back to life as a demon creature, undead thing, and just kill everyone. And then your storyline becomes based around this weird undead thing. It was really random, really weird. Like, I didn't like hate it, but it just felt a little slow for my stream because it was like very, I don't know. My streams go very quickly to ADHD levels of chaos.
Speaking about,
I find that fun.
The thing about XCOM is that there's so much to manage, right? Like there's like the gear, there's the people, there's their appearance, there's like all the stuff that gets you invested in like caring about them. My problem with Hard West is it was like, this is your character. You have no reason to care, but this is them. You know, like, and I have trouble like being invested in stuff that I didn't make.
Yeah.
You know, like it's the same when I played like The Witcher or anything. I'm like, you're boring.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I didn't hugely get on with The Witcher. I feel like if I'd played it offline just by myself, I would have enjoyed it a lot more.
And the I know we're just like tangenting really hard here because we got a game to play, but the thing for me with The Witcher is everything else about the game was like 1,000 times more interesting than the main character. I hated the main character so much. I hated him.
Yeah, I don't know. I jumped in on Witcher 3, so I don't know if by the time I had played the first two, I would have liked him or not. But yeah, there was...
I played the second one as well, like beforehand.
Like, I remember reading the books, like, she's almost like 7 or 8 years ago now. So like, he's sort of already kind of like embedded in my, like, you know, view of those sorts of games. So I've really enjoyed it. That was actually one of my favorite games I think I've ever played. But it's one of those games where it's like, there's a lot to it, and if you don't grasp onto it in that way you said, like, it's not your character.
Yeah, and that's the other thing though, Bobby. Like, I loved the game and everything else about the game, and all the other characters were super cool and interesting. I just hated the main character, which is difficult because he's in everything. You know?
Yeah. One of the things that annoyed me with it, Witcher 3, because I just jumped in on Witcher 3, is I started the game and I did a little training thing. Then there was a cutscene. And then I learned how to play Gwent, and I was like, I don't care about this. I don't even know how to fight yet, and you're making me learn how to play a fucking card game. This is so confusing. And I was like, immediately I was like, oh, you are testing me already. And yeah, then it was like cutscene, and then a kind of lame fight, and then cutscene, and then walk to another cutscene, then ride to another cutscene, then fight a fucking cool fight with a fucking griffin, then cutscene, then walk to another cutscene, then ride to another cutscene, then a cutscene, and then my stream was over, and I was like, whoa, nothing happened. And then the game, right at the end of my stream, started to open up, and I did some fights, and was like, now it seems like I would play it. Start the game from here. If this is where it started 4 hours ago, I think I would have enjoyed the stream and played it more, but because it didn't, I went, and we're not streaming that again, and therefore I haven't played it again. But it doesn't mean that I would have hated it, I don't think. I think I would have really enjoyed the story.
I skipped through all that shit.
I think it also would have given me a lot of good D&D prep, though. It's one of those games where I think it would have given me a lot of inspiration for D&D.
It definitely does. It definitely does.
Just in the variety of the content that they
When
cover.
you get to play
I know the lore and stuff is like dope, but...
Oh, it's so good.
What's the woman Witcher called? She's not even a Witcher, is she? She's just like a girl or something. The second I played that, I was like, this right now, because she's like teleporting over the place.
Oh yeah, you play as that girl, and fucking, it's amazing, and you're like, why is it this the whole game?
Yeah.
Like, where has this been for the last 4 hours? It's fucking amazing. Anyway, it was a long. Well, Charlie's not here, so it probably means the episode will run a little shorter. Usually, when you have a person less, they run a little shorter anyway. So anyway, yes, let's play the actual game that we're here to play. Witcher 3. I'm kidding.
Witcher 3. Put it up.
Charlie's not here, so we're all going to individually go away now and stream Witcher 3. No.
Report back.
We're going to play
next week.
some Apocalypse World. So there's not going to be any notifications and things that come up, because I know it's like a resub day for me, because it was like a month ago that I got thingy.
Yeah.
Elf, thanks for that resub.
You're super welcome, my friend.
Not doing any like shout outs, and nothing comes up on screen because it just interrupts everything.
The
Bobby,
the best and easiest way to like waste your own money as a partnered streamer is to subscribe to other partnered streamers.
Yeah, so that you just give Twitch $2.50.
All it does is give Twitch $5 for like bugging both of us, basically.
It's so dumb, isn't it? But you get those nice emotes.
Yeah, lovely.
And in a way, it's like a half-price sub, kinda. In a way, because you kind of sub to each other, I guess.
I view it that way.
Half-price subs. If you're a verified streamer, subbing to another verified streamer.
I mean, I guess.
I don't know. Anyway, let's get on with the actual game. Elf, you are in charge. Take it away.
I am in charge. I want to ask the group. First of all, we have to do highlighted stats.
Yes.
So, Hex, Gargant. Who do you have the highest Hex? Who's the highest Hex?
Let's see here. Phil. Obviously, I didn't even really need to look at my sheet.
It's Phil. Phil, what hot stat would you like to highlight for Gargant this session?
This session, we are gonna need some cool. You need a cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna highlight your hard.
That worries me.
Because I have a feeling you're gonna punch some stuff.
Yeah.
Thanks. Let's go with Phil. Who's your Hex highest?
It's
by the way, if it turns out to be K, for any people, just neglect it at this point. So make your choice if it's 3.
K. No.
I mean, if you want to give me the power to highlight both of your stats, then
no. Feather.
I want to highlight your hard because I would really like to see you punch things.
Okay. I've tried. I have 0 in it, so I missed. Well, I'll try.
I'm gonna highlight your hot because you're like a manipulate.
Sure.
Oh wait, can you roll hot for manipulate, or is it weird? Do you have like?
Yeah, seduce or manipulate is hot. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. Feather. Who have you got?
Phil.
Hot. You're hot.
Hot's not a good stat. I wouldn't highlight hot for just because don't you roll weird for seduce?
When I seduce someone, I roll.
Okay, but manipulate you still roll hot. Yeah. I'm gonna give you weird though. Just cause you know.
Give me that weird.
Hot and weird.
It's good.
GM judging me.
And Ricky.
Feather.
I want to highlight something really weird for you. How much have you got in? What have you got in hot?
I guess that too metagamey.
No.
Well, if
no,
it's
it's a -1.
I don't want to give you something that's for minus.
Yeah. Because he is. I don't know if that's really his.
Okay, I want to see you keep your cool.
All right, so cool.
And I will highlight your sharp.
Okay.
Stay sharp, Ricky. So next thing is we have to roll fortunes for our dear friend,
Dr. Phil Ossifer.
Wait. Wait. Didn't we murder like half your gang last game?
Yeah, does he even have a gang anymore?
Well, we don't know. There was a massacre.
We'll roll fortunes and then we'll figure out what happened.
Base it on the roll.
Bleh.
Oh, that's rough. All right, so they're in want, like last time. They're in desperation and desire for drugs.
Mm-hmm. That's great.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
It's really good.
I have a
clock. I have a clock that's been counting down regarding your fortunes and your drug production and stuff, and you're pretty much not going to be making many more anything now.
I hope that they didn't find my cook at least.
I mean, that's the thing, you know, they weren't looking for your people. Your people just got in the way. But you did chain him up, and I don't know who you told you chained him up, so how long it takes you to get back there?
We'll find a skeleton in a few.
Just saying.
I forgot he was chained up.
Hello?
We all ran away.
He's gonna fucking die.
I mean, this is information that you have, so I'm sure.
Well, like, who was it that came in and fucking ransacked the place anyway? They probably have him now.
That was the ogre's guy, Frost.
But they were just looking for us. As soon as they saw us, they probably just like everyone just ran.
They were looking for Ricky and Feather.
Yeah, they weren't looking for us.
No, right.
But then it all just got fucked up. But like, I'm guessing that they would have found him. Wasn't he trying to leave for them anyway, or something? I can't remember.
Well, he's chained up, so fuck him.
He's chained up. He can't do anything.
Yeah, but someone else could get him out if they find him.
Yeah, they could.
That's totally what I figured, that someone's just gonna be like, "Oh, hey, Shady," and he'd be like, "Get me the fuck out of here." Like, oh, okay, yeah, sure.
Hey, Shady, let me out!
I need someone to transform my arms into spaghetti so that I can slip these cuffs. I'm sorry, that was a long shot. I've had a long weekend. I'm tired. Don't expect the best.
It's okay.
Puns.
It's okay. No, you get an absolute pass.
Thank you. I get pun passes today.
Yeah, you get a pass. It's fine.
That's right.
All right. So where do we want to start? Do we want to start casino or do we want to start Stacktown? Because we've got the two sets of people.
I'm gonna roll a
separate
D2.
from each other. Yeah, do it. One for you guys, two for Ricky and Feather.
Bam. Us. Casino.
I guess we're starting in the casino. So the last thing that happened in the casino was you threw a slot machine across the room.
That's correct.
And then there was a voice from behind you that said, "That was rude."
Yeah. I think I probably would spin and whirl around.
Yeah, there's a man standing there in the middle of like the casino floor. Like, you know, there's the nice patterned carpet or whatever, and like a staircase leading up to probably like where there's probably like hotel rooms or something like above, like the way that these things.
That's all well and good, but I'm actually spinning around to find another machine to play on.
Oh, are you? Okay. Well, that's.
Is there a nice, colorful, lit up, bright?
There are many slot machines available to you.
Doing
yes.
some like bring, 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 for me to look.
Of course.
Colorful.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
I will sit down at the nearest machine.
There's one directly right next to you.
I'll sit and continue to play.
As soon as you go back to playing, this man behind you seems satisfied, though you wouldn't know because you're not looking at him. But I wonder what Phil is up to.
I would look at the man because I'm right behind Gargant, right? Because I think last time I told him to stop.
Right here, yeah.
So yeah, I would turn around and see what I would like to sharp, right? To read, see what's up.
It is sharp, yes.
Okay, let's see. What do I say?
Ask a question. Prepare for the worst.
All right. Boop. Boop.
Your sharp is really not good. You've rolled a lot of sharp over the course of this campaign.
Okay. Where's my enemy's true position?
Are you reading a sitch or are you reading a person? Like, are you reading a situation or?
Well, I was just more like, what do I see? Would be like if we turn around, what's like.
Sure. All right. I'll give you the assessment of the situation, so to speak. You turn around, you see this man standing there. He's well shaved, like he's got access to a razor, and he's wearing a red vest with a black tie, white shirt, like white shirt, like it's been through a wash, and black pants with like a ironed crease in them down the front of the leg, and very nice shoes, just leather shoes, black. He looks like he'd be like a dealer or something, like almost short hair, brown, blue eyes. And you ask what his true position is. What's your enemy's true position?
Maybe there's something else I should be on the lookout for at this casino.
What you want to do? What should I be on the lookout for?
Yeah.
This man's standing here in front of you, but you're not sure that he's alone.
No, of course.
There are definitely like movements elsewhere. You can't really make out like any particular person, but for the place to be this clean and for the place to be like this nice and for these machines to all still be working, Like there's not a cobweb in this place. There's not a decayed section of this building. Like something is holding it up. Whatever that might be.
Well, yeah, I would like to talk to him.
Sure. He's kind of watching Gargant's back. If Gargant's sitting at a slot machine, he's watching Gargant with his arms sort of folded behind his back.
I'm just sitting there like a kid.
Keep in mind that the only thing in this place that looks like it's decayed at all are the people who have done previously and been here. There are corpses around poker tables and like a skeleton holding the handle of one of those slot machines. Like these sorts of things have decayed and just been left there. Like it's foreboding.
I apologize for my friend's behavior. Would you mind explaining where we are?
Oh, you're speaking to me. Yes, don't get a lot of conversation, but you're at the casino. You didn't know where you were? The only casino around here?
I figured. Just wanted to make sure.
Fair enough. Something I can help you with?
The way out, please. My sister and my friend here stumbled upon the casino and we need to go back.
Your sister? I don't see anyone else here but your big friend.
So she's not here, then?
I don't know where she went. Never mind. We do need to leave either way.
Well, that's going to be inconvenient for me and for the house. We don't really want our guests to be wandering, and we'd prefer if you stayed. I think that would be better. It's everything you need here for the rest of the time that you have, and enjoy yourself. I live to serve.
Well, I can't. We have things to do, places to be, people.
Not anymore.
I do believe we. Very well. Leave me to my friend here, and I'll play.
Hoping that this person will just go away, because they're not letting us leave, obviously.
Well, I mean, yeah, he's very unforthcoming with any information that may lead to your exit. Do you want to read him? Because it's strange, right? It's weird. Like, yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, I'll read. I have my ideas, but I'll read anyway. It's still -2, so blah.
Maybe it's okay. No, it's not.
It's a 1.
Good. All right. Well, read a person.
Barely. Okay. What do you got there? What is he really feeling?
What is he really feeling? As far as you're aware, and like this is almost certainly true, he doesn't really feel much. You asked him questions and he answered those questions as plainly and honestly as possible. He has the appearance of being like sort of cheerful. There's that like, smiling servant appearance to him. But you don't actually think he feels much of anything. He's definitely too clean. This whole place is too clean. And you can see like around the edges of his jacket, it's like, that look when something is really hot, or like it's a hot day and you can see the waves in the air, like the like sort of heat lines. It's almost like that kind of effect is like around him a little bit. Like he might not even be there, like it's that kind of thing.
He's a holographic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just like look at him either way after I say that. Like that we'll play. Just leave me and my friend alone and see if that like works for him.
Well, I'll be around if you require my assistance.
Thank
And
you.
he sort of like turns and like walks up the stairs.
Yeah, I'll wait for him to like leave hearing distance.
And you can hear like the echoing of the like footsteps on like stone stairs. You know, like the polished like granite or whatever.
As soon as he's out of range, I'll just turn to Gargan and shake him.
Listen, we need to leave.
Oh. Why?
We're not supposed to be here. We need to go back.
Why? You allowed to go where you want, huh? You are Phil.
Well, I can't leave without you, Gargan.
All the... Yes.
I carry on playing.
This is really odd. All right.
Phil.
What?
What is this?
I look at the machine in front of me.
This is the casino, Gargan. This is a place where we should not be.
We should take for ourselves. This is much fun.
I'm sure it's fun, but we need to leave. This is no place for us to be.
I'm gonna try and pick up a machine and take it with me.
Roll weird for me.
Weird. Sure. Open your brain.
Okay, I come, but I take this now.
so you get up, you grab the machine, and you try and lift, and it comes out easy enough, just like the last one. You sort of like, you're super strong and you know whatever, and you pick it up and you can move with it, albeit slowly. But the longer you hold it, the like colder it gets. And like to the point where like you're holding it and it you can feel on your fingers this sort of you know that feeling when you touch a metal pole in the winter and it's like really cold and it's sort of slightly sticky? Like that starts to happen, and then like a little more, and it's like it's getting like really sub-zero really fast, this thing that you've picked up.
If it starts to hurt me, I will throw it.
It definitely will. Like over maybe like a minute.
As I like pick the thing up and start to follow Phil towards a door with it just on my back or something. And then there'll just be a moment where suddenly I'll throw it. I'll pick my axe up as well, and I'll just like hit this thing like 2 or 3 times, like smash it up, like why you hurt Gargan? Why you hurt Gargan? And I'll just smash the fuck out of this thing if I can.
And suddenly, while you're smashing the shit out of it, which is totally a thing you can do, you're 100% within your rights to axe the crap out of it. There's no die roll you need to make or whatever.
I smash the fuck out of it with my huge axe
shit of it.
Yeah.
But suddenly, our friend is back. The same man. You don't see him walk up. You don't see him approach from anywhere. But he's to your left. All of a sudden, and going like, that's going to be hard to replace.
Oh.
Gargan. Stop.
Now, when I said that I wasn't going to lead you to an exit, and that we prefer our guests to stay, that was my polite way of saying you shouldn't leave. Not because of me. I don't mind. But so many others here in the house, they mind a great deal.
It doesn't really seem to be anyone else here, so excuse me if I have a hard time believing you.
Well, they don't venture up to the main floor very often. It's for guests, you know. They prefer to stay below.
Oh, we came from below.
He's and I get down closer to Phil.
He's talk about the people chasing us.
I don't believe that's
under the
what
rocks.
he's talking about.
Yes, we put them under the rocks.
Well, then I don't see anything that would stop us from leaving. Correct.
I will provide you with what I can only say is a word of warning. And that word of warning is, look around. You can see our previous guests. There. You know, like pointing at various skeletons. Or like decaying bodies, or like one raider who's maybe been here like 2 days and is definitely like, you know, got some maggots crawling in some open wounds and just like leaning against this machine. And he goes, and you've never heard a story of anyone coming back from here, where you're from. Am I right?
You are correct.
Then I don't really feel the need to threaten you with leaving. What that leaving would look like. Stay.
The warning.
Yes, the warning is people don't leave. They sit down, they enjoy, and then they die.
Your warning is noted. Thank you.
I just want to help.
You're not.
You don't think so?
Not really. We're looking for a way out, and thus far you have not provided one, have you?
I could provide you with one if I knew where one was. I have not left this premise for a very long time. I don't plan to at any time in the future.
Well, we do. So excuse me, Mr.
I'm just the house. You can call me the house.
Mr. House. We will be looking for the exit, and if you do not intend to stop us, then please leave us be.
Well, if you want to waste your time, fine by me. And he walks away, disappearing once more around a corner, or, you know, out of your sight somewhere. Let's cut over to our other friends. Back at Snacktown. Snacktown. Now, where did I leave off with you?
I think we were being led by the mantis to the spider.
Yeah, you guys were headed to the cobweb.
Just after he had slit the throat of Frost, I think.
Yeah, he did.
What was the name of the person that had ran away?
Fingers.
Goddamn Fingers. Can't trust him.
Fucking Fingers from Harvey's gang.
Yep. Well. Yeah, so we're just walking with the mantis.
With the mantis, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So he walks along with you and brings you to the cobweb, which you're all, well acquainted.
Yeah. As we're walking too, that was a little excessive, right? You didn't have to fucking kill the guy. I just needed you to intervene. That slit his goddamn throat. And his fucking body is here. Oh, God. One of you.
He's dead. Did you really think I could intervene without slitting their throats.
No, and honestly, I thank you for it too. Because I'd probably be fucking dead if it wasn't for you.
Yes, well, the price for such assistance is going to be, well, whatever she says. Whatever.
We'll see. I understand. I just finished a job for her anyway.
For the spider?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Top secret stuff, Mantis.
I remember telling you. Now, let's adjourn to the back room and hope that my lady meets us soon. She's been busy, you see. And like while this conversation is happening, like he's stepping through the front door of the cobweb, which is like, you know, a couple of shipping containers all stacked together, and it's like a couple deep as well, and like enough space on the inside to create like separate rooms, basically.
When we get in through those doors and get into that new area, I want to read a sitch.
Sure.
Okay. Sharp. Yeah.
Okay, so ask a question.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask the same question I was gonna ask originally. So, it's gonna be, what should I be on the lookout for?
What should you be on the lookout for? Well, in what context? Like danger, like a dangerous person, or like a dangerous weapon, or like a situation or a trap, or what? You're muted.
Whatever presents the most present danger, may that be a person or a trap or
the most dangerous
that I noticed with my
dangerous thing you have to worry about is that if the mantis gets pissed off, he's the kind of person who like is well known for just slitting people's throats, as you've seen. Like, he's volatile, and right now he likes you.
Yeah, so I kind of expect that. Okay.
And I'll give you a bonus one, which is that this building, this place, it belongs to someone called the Spider. You could call it her web. You know, like, this is clearly a place where she will have the advantage, if there's any kind of advantage to be had.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, as we're being led, though, I'm gonna sort of back off a few feet with Feather, and I'm just gonna turn to Feather and kind of whisper, so, what do we do?
Do you know who the spider is, Ricky?
Yeah. You want me to take care of this? As I whisper, probably a little bit too loud because I don't know how to whisper. I spent so much time in my whole life, like, it's just I'm used to trying to talk over the rumble of the engine, so I just probably always like audible.
I think the mantis is like aware that the two of you are talking, but doesn't care.
Yeah, that's cool.
I don't think you can handle this, Rick.
Just leave it to me.
I think it's a bad idea. I'm really skittish as well. I keep like looking behind us because like I think that the ogre's gonna just try and murder me out of any like alleyway we go past, any dark shadows. I'm just like super paranoid about it.
Yeah, you've got a lot of people on your tail, sort of thing.
Kay did this, Rick. Kay did this.
You both did. And you fucking roped me into it.
I'm scared, Rick. I'm sorry, Rick.
So the mantis leads you into the like back office of the cobweb. This is a single shipping container, like lengthwise, where the door is on like one end, like welded out of the metal, sort of thing. And at the far end of the room, there's a desk, and everything is draped in cloth. So like the metal walls of the container are draped in like different colors of, you know, available like large swaths of cloth. Like some of it looks like it might be sailcloth. Some of it looks like it might be like, you know, a roll of some kind of cotton or whatever. It's just like to cover the metal corrugated walls of this place. from the inside. It's like a fairly luxurious room. There's like a candelabra on the desk, you know, with the fire lit there. But nobody else is in here right now. There are a couple of chairs and like plush sitting positions around the room. Like,
oh, I definitely sit into one of those.
Like
how are they situated? Are they like down low, or are they like? Is it like some sort of strange fancy furniture, or is it just
it's like pillows and like low couches? You know, like it's very low. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not very flexible, and like I kind of have a difficult time getting around. But I hobble over to that and just kind of toss my my shotgun onto one of the pillows and kind of just slowly and awkwardly kind of turn to my side, bend down a little bit on my good knee, and kind of flop over onto my side.
Nice.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna sit there and wait for the spider to come out.
Yeah, and the mantis sort of says like, "She'll be here momentarily."
Are there any complimentary drugs laid out for guests? No. Then I'm gonna sit on the floor, like leaning up against Ricky's chair, with my knees like huddled to myself.
So I think it's like a giant pillow, isn't it?
It's like think of it's like sort of like beanbags almost, but
like a fucking Google Office chair.
Yeah. Like
okay, that's sick. Okay.
So a few minutes pass in sort of awkward office awaiting kind of way. The mantis is standing at the door, sort of behind you, and soon enough, the spider arrives, and she is a very, very pale lady with white hair, wearing the same kinds of things that are like pinned up along her wall, like very loose cloth, sort of clothing, like very drapey. And she steps through the door and walks over to the desk at the far end of the room, and sits down in an armchair back there, and says, "I hear the mantis rescued you from a situation."
He absolutely did. He may take it a little bit far, but it was definitely appreciated all the same.
Out of character, I cannot fucking remember what I made the spider sound like the first time. Oh well.
Is she French?
I don't know. I think I might have done it, but who knows? So, revisionist history. This is how she sounds now. Yes, you're in a bad spot with the ogre and maybe Harvey.
I kind of got roped into it with Feather and her friend. Honestly, the most trouble that I'm in now is kind of due to the fact that, look back to Mantis slit Frost's throat, and Fingers kind of trotted on off, so I'm only assuming that I'm incriminated. So if y'all could do your best to keep me and maybe Feather either protected or employed.
I need either of you, like one of you, to roll cool, because the Mantis has a special move.
All right, I will roll cool then.
The special move for the Mantis is when you speak to the spider in the Mantis's presence, roll cool. Nice. +10, you're fine. 7 to 9 is he's upset. 6+ is prepared to the worst. He's a jealous motherfucker. Cool. So you're fine. Doesn't find you a threat. You're clearly not attractive enough for her to care about you.
And I'm probably struggling to even like sit up and hold my head up in the chair because it's so low and I have so little strength. It's like it's a very, very unintimidating sight.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm struggling to bury my head as deep as I can into like my folded arms around my knees. I'm terrified. I've been to her web a lot, and I know the kind of power she commands. So I'm terrified of her.
Yeah, you've been here a lot. And reputation-wise, Feather, you probably know that like while the spider doesn't have like a card-carrying, letter jacket-wearing gang, she has a lot of influence. You know, like she's sort of a political worker rather than a men on the ground with clubs worker.
She says jump and everyone's already jumped, right?
Yeah, exactly. So she continues and goes, yes, well, it was the only way to prevent you from being taken into custody.
I can help.
I don't know if you've ever heard or been around long enough, she says, like looking at you, Ricky, because she knows you're a driver. Been around long enough to see anyone ever come out of the ogre's jail cells. They never come out with the same number of limbs.
Well, it's a good thing we didn't end up in there then.
Yes. Very, very good. He's a barbarian. Very,
What's that mean? I don't think I've ever heard that before.
It means that he is uncivilized and that he acts in uncivilized ways.
Oh yeah, that's without a doubt, 100%. So look, I kind of did that other thing too that you asked me to do. So could we just sort of, between that and this whole thing, just call it even? I wouldn't mind some employment though.
You think that delivering a message from me is equal to Mantis sticking his neck out far enough for it to be chopped off? We've set things in motion, Ricky. Things that can't be undone by simple, it was a mistake kind of wordings.
Well, look, if you need someone to haul anything anywhere, I'm your man. But past that, I'm not overly good for anything else.
I'm like tugging on your trousers.
I'm just sort of like swatting your hand away, just like.
Is Feather gonna say anything, or?
I'm trying to get his attention, but if he's not gonna talk,
yeah, if you keep doing it, I'm just like gonna look down. And say,
What do you want, Feather?
Just sigh. I kind of lean down a little bit.
I saw the cook. She wants the cook. She wants Phil's cook. Give her the cook.
It's already been done.
And then I look back up.
So, I don't know if you just overheard that, but I did talk to the cook after too. So there's a chance that he should be on his way. He sounded pretty into it. So
the Mantis informed me that he was going to join us. However, it's been a little longer than I'd anticipated, which suggests to me things have gone astray. But that is not the most pressing concern. The most pressing concern at this point in time for you and for your friend and for myself is that the ogre is going to be calling. He's going to be calling reinforcements to make sure that those who have defied him are dealt with. And this is why I've rescued you, Ricky. You have a very large vehicle.
Well, the thing about that vehicle is that it's kind of back at that gang's place down the road.
I'm sure we can arrange something to get you back there.
I hope so. And I kind of dig into my pockets and hold onto my keys. It's like kind of like my comfort thing. Like everybody's like somebody might have like just that thing that I've always had, and they were probably like a novelty at one point. Probably like an old football team or something was printed all over them. Like, but over time, I've just been worn away, and it's only left in like the nooks and crannies of the key. But I'm just kind of holding on to that to calm down a little bit.
So we get a ride back there. I got my truck, and then what do you want?
What I want is for you to intercept the incoming reinforcements and trash them.
And where are they coming from?
Nearby smaller settlements, places the ogre has influence.
Look, I know this place pretty good, and if you got a map, if you could mark it down on that, I think we'd be good to go.
Of course I can.
I'm pretty handy on the road, and that truck is, she's pretty monster, so whatever you need, we can get done. I know the debt that I'm in, so.
Now, the full story here, of course, is that we can't allow the ogre to remain where he is. Because if you ever want to be safe in Stacktown again, you're going to need someone who likes you in charge.
Look, I'll be honest, I'd be fine with never coming back to this shithole. There's plenty of other places I could wander off to.
Well,
as soon as we're even, if you don't mind, obviously. I'm getting up there in age, and I'm not going to be good for nothing soon. I'd like to at least be able to retire somewhere where I can be safe for at least a couple weeks before I get tracked down and killed by some old rival or enemy.
What I'm saying is, if I can put myself into a position of ascendance within Stacktown, then you will be safe. Because once these reinforcements are cut off, then the ogre doesn't have enough people. He won't be able to hold this place, especially if I have Harvey. Mantis, you did speak to Harvey about this, didn't you? And there's like a short nod after, and there's a quick flashback of you remembering Harvey. The Mantis walking out of Harvey's office. Harvey is such a dear, does as she's told, by whoever's in charge. Once it's not the ogre, then it will be me. Understand?
I just nod.
Deal with these reinforcements. Come back to me, and we will take the ogre's manor from him.
Yeah, just get that map ready, and we'll be on our way.
I'll have it done very shortly. She like snaps her fingers, and Scab appears in the doorway, going like, yes, miss. What can I do? What can I do for you? And she says, a map for Ricky, where the reinforcements will be coming from. Thank you. Yay! Of course. Come with me.
Oh, we're gonna need a ride too to my truck as well.
I got a car. I can take you there.
All right. Let's go, Feather. Anything you want to say at all? Do you need anything from her, or?
Spider looks at you, Feather, as if expecting you to say something.
I just like open my mouth as if I'm about to speak, and then I just instantly close it and just.
Very well. I'll see you shortly.
All right. I kind of looked at Feather. Feather. I'm gonna need your help getting up. And I'm kind of like struggling. Like I'm gonna have the strength. I have the strength of my abdomen to like bend my body up enough to get enough leverage to get up. So I'm just kind of rocking back and forth on the pillow, and then I just give up. And hold my arm up.
Yeah, I pull him up. Yeah. Or attempt to.
Cool.
We hobble on out.
So Scab gets you a map. There are like little outposts around Stacktown that have like the ogre's men posted, like security details and so forth. Like these would be the places they're coming back from. There's a large-ish one that's gonna be like the biggest problem, and there's probably like 5 or 6 cars coming back from there, with people loyal to the ogre to start this war that's been brewing.
Is it Scab the one that I've been getting drugs off, or was it someone else?
No, Scab's like the desk man for the cobweb. He's like the guy that Kay traded all those chips with in the first session.
After I've picked up Ricky, I want to go over to Scab.
Yeah, he's behind the desk, like drawing out a proper map, like that you guys can use to navigate.
Hey, Scab.
Yeah, what?
You got anything for me, Scab? I need to take the edge off.
You got any chips?
I got chips.
All right. Well, then I got stuff. We got stuff. It's the cobweb. We got all the stuff.
I need the good stuff, Scab.
Oh, the good stuff. What kind of good stuff?
It's real good stuff, Scab.
What you looking for? Like the triple smoked kind of stuff? The bacon?
You got the triple smoked?
Oh yeah.
I want some triple smoked, Scab.
All right, perfect. You give me your chips and I'll hook you up.
I'll give him some chips. Is that like a barter's worth?
Yeah. And so he trades you some high potency triple smoked bacon. It's like really nasty stuff.
Okay, I'm totally gonna half dose whatever he just gave me.
Yeah.
And save the rest for later.
Okay.
Like, instantly, the second, like before it's even out of his hand, I'm like pushing.
Yeah, he's like, whoa, don't get a little overeager there. But, what do I give a fuck?
I like visibly facepalm, and it's audible too. Like it's just like a clat.
He's just continuing to like itch and scratch his like weird eczema, like sort of pus and pimples and stuff all over his neck and down his shoulder. It's really not great.
Yeah,
some of it's like on his face. You can see like the scars from where he's like, dug his own face. Yeah, it's not great. He's not a very attractive person in that regard. Very, very dirty, very scabby. That's why they call him Scab.
His real name is Keith.
Let's take a break there, and then we'll come back for some more Apocalypse World.
Done. Elf said it best when she said, let's take a break there, and we'll come back for some more Apocalypse World.
Thanks, Brad.
Just to repeat, let's take a break there, and we'll come back for more Apocalypse World. That's, in case you missed it, let's take a break there, and we'll come back for more Apocalypse World. I'm sorry, really.
Wait, it's in a break here.
We are going to go for a break, but what we're going to do...
We're going to take a break.
What we're going to do is we're going to take a break there, and we'll come back for more Apocalypse World.
Just right here, just a break?
Wait, Will Smith.
A break where?
Could we take a break?
Okay, we're going to take a break.
Break
right
break
there.
Where?
And then we'll come back for more Apocalypse World.